Coach. We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Now Watson. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. They'll run with Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defender being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch him flat-footed and get a big play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second and 12, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Barkley. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Come on.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, 49ers nothing.
On second down now, Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on second down. Elliott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now for some reason as they connect left side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson, rolling to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. To throw on 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Barkley, and he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes our score 17-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. You know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my friend.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The final shot before the break, Watson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, Barkley, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Niners' 40-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming with you.
Looking to throw. Elliott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Here's Watson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Defense wins championships, baby.
This is Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down now, Barkley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yards.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 21 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game. Buyer, beware.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a toss. This is Geis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Watson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Watson, he's going to let it go for Ivory. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout.
First down, San Francisco.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will get him one closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go, boys. Let's go now. 6-1. 2's coming, 22's coming. 6.
On the run, it's Barkley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle. And the pressure gets to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, we could have had our shutout.
On 1st down, Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.